Right.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. It's 6 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just want to note for the record that Councilmember Roy Anders is joining us via Zoom. And Chad Balliot's not here. And neither is Nate Brown.
Madam President, for the record, if Mr. Anders is unable to vote, you will have an even number and you do have a quorum, in which case Nate is here, so it does not matter my announcement. But Madam Mayor would be required to break a tie under the Borough Code.
601.
So Nate Brown joined us at 6:01. Yes. Welcome.
Here we go.
You made it. All right, so we'll start with personal appeals, part 1. If anybody has a personal appeal, please approach the lectern, state your name, address, and your appeal. Is there anyone who's here in the room? No? How about online? Any guests online?
We have just Roy.
I'm just muted, correct. I mean, I'm here, but now I can hear y'all. Thank you. Sorry.
All right, so there are no personal appeals. Do we have a community minute? No. Okay. No community minute. Special presentations. We have 2 swearing-ins that will be led by our mayor. So the first is the swearing in of Director of Emergency Services, Chief Keith Miller, and the swearing in of Deputy Director of Emergency Services, Chief Adam Priest. Should get out of the way for pictures.
You bet.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. Andrew Miller. Do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
And the ordinances of the Borough of Emmaus.
And the ordinances of the Borough of Emmaus.
I pledge to faithfully discharge the duties
I pledge to faithfully discharge the duties
of the Office of Director of Emergency Services
of the Office of Director of Emergency Services
with integrity, diligence, and impartiality.
with integrity, diligence, and impartiality.
I will dedicate myself to the protection of life,
I will dedicate myself to the protection of life,
property, and well-being
property, and the well-being
of all residents and visitors.
of all residents and visitors of the Borough of Emmaus.
I will lead with honor, act with transparency,
I will lead with honor and act with transparency,
and coordinate effectively with all emergency service agencies
and coordinate effectively with all emergency services agencies
and local officials to ensure public safety and preparedness.
and local officials to ensure public safety and preparedness.
In times of crisis and calm alike,
In times of crisis and calm alike,
I will uphold the public trust
I will uphold public trust,
in me and perform any responsibilities to the best of my ability.
place in me, and perform my responsibilities to the best of my ability.
I will gladly help you.
Absolutely.
You guys some good runners. And like,
Keep that one.
I got a lot of bikers.
That one?
I like companies for that, you know?
Yep.
It's actually small. Right down, so it's not like that, you know, it's-
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I, Adam Priest,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the ordinances of the borough,
and the ordinances of the Borough of New Hampshire.
pledge to faithfully perform the duties
Pledge to faithfully perform the duties
of the office of Deputy Director of Emergency Services
of the Office of Deputy Director of Emergency
with
Services
integrity, professionalism, and dedication.
with integrity, professionalism, and dedication.
I will support the Director of Emergency Services
I will support the Director of Emergency Services
and work collaboratively with emergency response agencies,
and work collaboratively with all emergency response agencies,
borough officials, and community partners to ensure the safety, preparedness, and resilience of the borough.
borough officials, and community partners to ensure the safety, preparedness, and resilience of the Borough of New Hampshire.
In times of emergency and in daily operations,
In times of emergency and in daily operations,
I will act with courage and sound judgment,
I will act with courage and sound judgment,
and commitment to public service.
and my commitment to public service.
I will uphold the trust placed in me
I will uphold the trust placed in me
by the community and serve to the best of my ability.
by the community and serve to the best of my ability.
Lot of-
We got fancy this time.
Thank you.
Want to take photos?
Yeah, that's.
So it's 6:09. We're going to take a brief recess to allow some time for photos at the back.
It's different. Well, the police one is a lot more
I don't know who that
involved,
is.
so.
Sorry.
We'll call the meeting back to order at 6:13 PM. Now we'll move to the reading of the minutes, the July 21st council meeting minutes. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Motion by Brent Labenberg, seconded by Kiewat. All right, any questions, corrections? All right, all those in favor, please say aye. We hear from one.
He's probably muted.
Okay.
You can
Any
go-
nays?
you Go find
Okay.
him.
Okay, we have no decisions on bids. Communications, we have a Emmaus Rotary Summer Festival event request. Should that go to Parks and Rec
I think
or GA?
they're just looking for the date for next year.
Okay,
So they were at your last council meeting and presented, I think. So they just want firmed up on the date. Since it's only the second event, you guys have to approve it.
yeah, do you want to do it here or
You
send it
can.
to
It's up to
me?
you guys.
Okay. So Emmaus Rotary Summer Festival, they had one this year. They're looking to have it in June 6th of next year. And at this point, we can approve that date for them to move forward. If anybody wants to make a motion to do so. Okay, Councilmember Labenberg, any second? Councilmember Brown? Any discussion, questions? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right, we have 6 ayes. Okay, Borough Engineers Report, we have none. Solicitors Report.
No report.
Unfinished Business Part 1, Ordinance 1280. This is the second reading of this ordinance. Do I have to read the whole thing? Is it okay to say 1280?
You technically do not have to. As long as somebody can understand the gist of it.
I would say just having to do with disabled parking.
Okay. It's long,
Brent, aren't
it's a
you the most
long-winded
professional
ordinance,
council
but
president
basically it has to do
you
with
know?
adjusting disabled parking signage. So our first reading was July 21st. Second reading is tonight. This is a roll call vote, but first we need a motion.
So
Okay, we have a motion made by Councilmember Dufresne, seconded by Councilmember Brown. Any discussion, questions, comments? Okay, roll call vote. Councilmember Watt.
Aye.
Councilmember Labenberg.
aye.
Councilmember Dufresne.
Aye.
Councilmember Brown.
Aye.
Councilmember Anders.
Aye.
And Councilmember Baumgartner. Aye. 6
Sorry.
ayes. You're okay.
It's weird on this end. I'm sorry. It is strange.
That's all right. It was 6 ayes. Next is ordinance 1281. Again, the first reading of this ordinance was July 21st. This is the second reading, August 18th. This has to do with expanding the debt. Is that correct? Let me see. Yes,
Madam President, do you want me to explain this one?
sure.
So this is, you did already address this issue. This is simply to borrow the money at a 0% interest loan for a 5-year period with respect to the county radios. This ordinance has to be advertised based on essentially you'll have to do a Laguda filing, but you are not actually borrowing any interest. This is simply a principal debt provided it's paid within the 5 years. Did I state that correctly, Mr. Manager?
Yes, and it was appropriately advertised.
Thank you.
Can I have a motion for this? Okay, Councilmember Dufresne, motion. Seconded by Councilmember Labenberg. Any questions, discussion, comments? Okay, this is also a roll call vote. Councilmember Watt.
Aye.
Councilmember Labenberg.
Aye.
Councilmember Dufresne.
Aye.
Councilmember Brown.
Aye.
Councilmember Anders.
Aye.
Councilmember Baumgartner, aye. We have 6 ayes. Okay. New business, ordinance number 1282, an ordinance of the Borough of Emmaus, Lehigh County, Pennsylvania, amending chapter 15, subsection 602.3A of the Emmaus Borough Code, removing residential disabled parking sign on a public street located in front of 572 Jubilee Street, and amending chapter 15, subsection 602.3A, changing a reserved permitted disabled parking space located on a public street in front of 902 Evergreen Street to a public disabled parking space. This is our first reading. Do I have a motion?
Move.
Councilmember Brown, a second. Councilmember Labenberg. This is also a roll call vote. Councilmember Watt.
Aye.
Councilmember Labenberg.
Aye.
Councilmember Dufresne.
Aye.
Councilmember Brown.
Aye.
Councilmember Anders.
Aye.
Councilmember Baumgartner, aye. We have 6 ayes. And the second reading, will that be in September?
Yeah, it'll be the second meeting of
Okay.
September.
All right, so the second reading will be our second meeting in September. I don't have a calendar. All right.
22nd?
22nd.
So September 22nd, second
No,
reading.
sorry.
No, it's
No,
15th.
you have your
15th.
meeting
on the second. That's why.
Okay.
Stop screwing. You guys keep screwing with me, Brent.
Unfinished
You're killing
business
me
part
tonight,
2,
buddy.
there is none. Items not
Well,
on the agenda. Are there any items?
Why?
That leaves us with mayor's report.
Thank you. I just want to thank all our volunteers, all our sponsors, all our community organizations, and all the residents that came out for National Night Out. It was a huge success this year. The petting zoo went over very well, and Miss Watt and her crew served 640 hot dogs.
Wow.
Yeah, we ran out of hot dogs. So huge success. Can't wait to start planning for next year. So thank you, everybody. Progress.
Well, thank you. It keeps getting bigger and better. So thank you for your work. Now to committee reports. We have Public Works, Councilmember Anders.
Thank you. We have one item for official action this evening. It's Resolution 2025-23, Plan Revision for New Land Development Waterworks PFAS Treatment Facility. And Shane, can I defer to you to explain it a little bit, please?
Sure. This is simply a requirement under the municipality's planning code to actually have the planning module package approved by Borough Council for the PFAS facility. I mean,
Yeah,
do you
so
want to?
it's pretty simple. Under your own saldo and planning, you have to submit this in order to submit your planning module. So essentially you have to approve this so the state can eventually approve this by a DEP. I think that's the fairest way to say it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'd like to propose, approving the resolution.
Okay, so Councilmember Anders puts that in the form of a motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, seconded by Councilmember Labenberg. Any questions, comments? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. Okay,
Our meeting notes are attached from our August 11th meeting. Just wanted to note one thing, and if Shane wants to again chime in, it's great. PFAS resolution, the work is really being worked on. We are in less than 250 days away from completion. Shane, if I'm correct with that date. So it's good to see that we're moving along with that project and our contractor staying on time.
Yeah, no, that's correct. They were out. We've been trying to take some progress photos. They just drilled like 20-foot piers into the ground. They have also built the outline for the equalization tanks. So all the footers and the concrete walls have been poured for the equalization tank. So you'll see if you go out that way, you'll see a lot of earth moved. And 250 days. That's the deadline to finish the project, right around 250 days. So we're on target.
Thank you. Our meeting notes are attached. Our next meeting is Monday, September 8th at 4:45. It'll be via Zoom and possibly in person, depending. With that, I'll report progress. Thank you.
thank you. Health, Sanitation, and Codes, Councilmember Brown.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Last meeting was canceled. There is one item for official action. That's the Mayes Commerce Center security release request. In your packet, you'll see there's a email chain that was going back and forth from Hanover Engineer and Mr. Dinkelacker. So I'm making a motion this is for releasing of funds from a project that was on Broad and 10th Street in that area, like the American Mill Works Commerce area, if I can put a place to it. It's been that project's been wrapped up for a couple of years now, so the funds are in the escrow account and ready to be released. So I'll make that form of motion to release those funds.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember Brown. Is there a second? Councilmember Labenberg. Are there any questions, comments? Yes, sir.
So if I read it correctly, there's still $30,000 in an account for something. What is that for?
Yeah, so that's so what we're releasing is for public improvements. So if there was curb work, sidewalk work, sewer work, water work, that's what we're releasing. There's still money in there for finished business with maybe the solicitor or the engineer. That's a different set of funds.
I thought I read something with stormwater.
Probably design or approvals, but
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So your engineer and your original solicitor that's how long ago this project was. From then, indicated that this is ready for release.
Okay.
So yeah,
So-
any funds that we would keep is still monies that would be wrapping up for inspections,
Yeah,
professional services.
services. This is the actual hard costs associated with the improvements.
Okay. Thank you.
And like I said, it does appear that your engineer on July 30th did make this recommendation, and solicitors typically defer to engineers on these recommendations.
Any additional questions or comment? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 All those opposed, nay. We have 6 ayes.
Our next meeting is here tomorrow, August 19th at 4:45. Mr. Anders, you going to be available or?
I will not be available, nor for the
Alright.
Parks and Recs meeting this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just me.
We'll just wait to see. We'll see how things go. So that's it. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Parks and Recreation, Councilmember Valley's not here. Is there Councilmember Brown or?
We did not have a meeting last, was canceled last time.
All right, so next meeting is scheduled for August 21st at
This Thursday, yeah.
4:45.
And I'll get with Mr. Balliot to see what we'll do.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Next is Public Safety. That's me. We have our meeting minutes attached. We have no action. There had been a discussion since April about how to resolve the issue with the parking around the high school. That died in committee. So we can address any questions or explain some of the in some detail, some of the discussion that we had over the months. If you have any questions, happy to entertain those. But we have nothing for action. September 10th will be our next meeting at 9 a.m. I'll report progress. General Administration, Councilmember Liebenberg.
We did not meet, but we do meet this Wednesday at 9 a.m. via Zoom. Progress.
Thank you. Budget and Finance, Councilmember Dufresne.
Thank you. You can see the year-to-date budget performance report in there. We have one item for official action. It is the bill list. Resolution 2025-24 resolved by Borough Council to authorize the payment of the August 18th, 2025 bill list as follows. Bill list $1,191,050.67. Payrolls number 15 and 16, $428,954.79. Payroll taxes, $135,953.54 for a total of $1,755,959 done this 18th of August, 2025. And I put that in the form of a motion.
Okay, there's a motion by Councilmember Dufresne. Is there a second?
So moved.
Councilmember Watt. Any questions or discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed say nay. We have 6 ayes.
You can see the meeting notes in there. You did all get on your desk here today a copy of the 2024 audit. We will bring that forward next time for a vote to approve it. So next meeting is Wednesday, September 3rd at 11 a.m. Progress.
Thank you. Community Relations Planning and Development, Councilmember Watt.
Thank you. Nothing for official action. We now have a draft of a 3-year plan. It needs tweaked, but now there is something to tweak. So thank you very much to Mr. Dufresne and Mr. Pepe for their hard work on that. Our next meeting is Tuesday, October 7th at 4:45. Progress.
Okay. There are some boards and commissions notes attached. Personal appeals, part 2. Do we have any personal appeals? Please approach, state your name, address, and you'll have 5 minutes.
Hey guys, doing? Neil Valois, 606 Broad. Part of my ignorance, if someone already, oh, sorry, that's serious nosy. Part of my ignorance is someone already asked this or reached out in regard to this, but the stop signs with the school year approaching, I know we have plenty of them. I know the Emmaus Police Department is doing as much as they can already. I've seen them work. I know they have a lot on their hands. But just on the corner of 6th and Broad where I live, I see every day. And, you know, my kids find it funny, but it's not how many times I'm counting these cars blowing right past those stop signs. During the school year, I've seen, I'm surprised parents haven't brought it up, but I've seen how many times whenever there's not an officer there, people will blow past it. So I'm assuming they're getting their citations from the bus anyways. But one day when our luck's gonna run out, one of these kids are gonna get hurt. Same thing for my father-in-law. Anybody crossing that street. I also noticed it on 10th and a few other places. I did mention it to a few people on Facebook. I asked and said the same thing with the school. So I guess my question is if it's something that a discussion that can be brought up regarding that, any maybe game plans or any solutions, because I know the flashing lights are a good idea, but that's not going to slow anybody down. That's all I have.
Thank you. Do we have any public appeals online from our Zoom attendees?
Let me
Okay. Hearing none, we'll move on to Borough Manager's Report. Mr. Pepe.
Yeah, so I think the first thing I want to do is recognize the young adults that are in the room today, here for their scouts. So welcome. Hopefully you're learning something about local government today. So thanks for coming.
Luckily, it's quick and efficient.
Yeah.
Although,
You picked the right meeting. I mean, it's not a 4-hour meeting today.
nothing very exciting tonight, but it's short for you.
Yes.
The other thing that I will say to council for this evening is very shortly, as in the next 30 days, we're going to have the Act 537 resolutions in front of you to have discussions. We'll get those documents out to you as soon as possible, like probably sometime this week, because I'm going to assume that your legal counsel is going to have a lot to say about it. These are the documents that we, I guess, are required to adopt if we're adopting the Act 537 plan. That's the sewer module for this big $380 million project and committing to everything that goes with it, although you're not necessarily committing that you're going to pay your portion of the $380 million. But by adopting the resolution, you are opting into the overall plan with DEP. And so, Mr. Solicitor, if you want to speak to that a little bit.
Just so everybody understands, all of the municipalities who are subject to this Kleins Island facility matter, it's ongoing. You would be essentially agreeing that we would move forward with the portion of it that addresses just the wastewater treatment. This does not commit us to the costs yet. Okay, this is simply saying we're willing to work with Kleins or with the LCA to essentially address some of the I&I issues and to get this under control so that additional development can move forward. There are real questions as to costs. There are 20 some municipalities, all of them have a differing opinion as to what their responsibility is as to those costs. So that has not yet been worked out. That has not yet been completed, but this does address the proposed action item with respect to how it would be fixed. I think that's the best way to put it. Do you disagree?
Yeah,
Shane?
no, I would agree with that. I think the other thing that we need to know and understand is we do there is no backup plan. You need to adopt the Act 537
or you
resolution.
end up into, what happens is essentially they will put us into a conditional agreement with DEP and EPA saying no development at all, no EDUs in any way, shape, or form. It's probably the best way to put it.
So cut off.
Yeah, they'll cut off development in the valley.
So they're strong.
And so they can also do other things other than that, though. Like
And
they
there are
can put
punitive
other
measures.
regulations on top of the municipality. So it's that you have the right to vote however you want, but it's one of those forced approval kind of conversations. I think the biggest thing
It's
about
approval,
this.
it's approval in quotation marks.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing about this is that, legal counsel make sure that the language is appropriate before you vote on it. So that is coming. I think we're being told we need to adopt it by the second meeting of September, I think is
that's
around the
what-
date. So we'll have that in front of you for the first meeting in September, just in case you decide to table it or something. It gives you another meeting to consider adoption. So other than that, as you know, summer's starting to wrap up. Kids are going back to school soon. There are some parents in the room that are extremely happy about that. I know I had a conversation with Mrs. Watt today. That also means wrapping up of the pool season. So that is coming to an end. Just for the record, during the week next week, the pool will be closed as the kids are back to school. It will be open all week this week, as well as the weekend. But then during the week next week, it'll be closed, and then next weekend it will be open for the weekend. Other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I will report progress.
Mr. Pepe, I do have a question on a small matter.
Okay.
The yellow monkey bars that were at Community Park, I assume they were removed because they finally gave way. Is that correct?
No, they didn't give way. They're just not in compliant with the code.
I see.
So as when we were flooded and we were forced to do an inspection to everything, they actually don't meet code. It's kind of like the merry-go-rounds, the merry-go-rounds that we used to ride on, and some of us were missing teeth or broken bones. Those don't meet code either. So now if you go on our new merry-go-rounds, you can't even get dizzy on them. They're very slow. It's because of the code. So
Thank you.
they unfortunately didn't meet insurance codes.
They'll be missed.
Yeah.
Mr. Pepe, with the Boy Scouts there, it brought to mind of our Eagle Scout project, and I know we had Parks and Rec, and I didn't get to mention it, but they are making a lot of progress up at the 4th Street ball fields. And I know our Boy Scouts are there, and I just want to comment that, we have an Eagle Scout who's doing a great project, and it's coming along very nicely. Actually, it's probably even closer to completion since I've seen it 2 weeks ago. So I figured I would put that out there to council, just so they had an update on that. And again, with our Boy Scouts there, maybe in the future, they could think of a project like that.
Yes, we have 3 ongoing Boy Scout projects, I believe. One young gentleman is meeting with us in the next few weeks. Actually, within the next week, I believe. He's going to be rebuilding the Gaga pit at Community Park. One young man, I believe, was considering redoing the horseshoe pits at Community Park. And then Chase Ice is finishing up his project this summer. He's a 15-year-old, took on a project that I wouldn't take on myself. But he is building with a team of individuals dugouts at South 4th Street. The project's about $8,000. He just received a $5,000 donation to finish that project from a local business person in town. And so he has the financial donations, and I think he's got 3 days scheduled this week to work on that project. So as long as we don't get sideswiped by a small storm coming up the East Coast this week, he should be just about done with it.
Thank you, Mr. Pepe.
So yeah, it's exciting, and thank you again to all the Boy Scouts that that are trying to get their Eagle Scout badge and are doing these projects. It's really neat to see. This is probably about 10 that I can recall over the last 6 or 7 years that we've had in town by young men trying to get their Eagle Scout badge. And I see one of them, I think, is probably doing one of the projects. Am I right? Yeah. Cool. So thank you, guys.
Okay, president's business, there is none. we have an executive session? No executive session. That leaves adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Motion made by Councilmember Labenberg, seconded by Councilmember Brown. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any nays? Okay. We're adjourned at 6:39 PM.
Thank you all.
Thanks.